knowing, at this point, Jaron now is going to dip his toe in the water, so to speak. You want to take the next step. There's one with Jaron, one without Jaron. I mean, how much is a factor of him coming back important in taking that next step?
Well, I mean, certainly he's a significant piece. He's an outstanding player. He's a first-team All-ACC guy, and your team is always going to be better for that. But, my job is to do what's best for the player. And, when we recruit young men and sit in their homes and talk to their families, they need to know that that's what we're going to do. And so I take that responsibility very seriously. I think we went through the process the right way with KJ. And ultimately, it's the young man's decision. And, it always helps your program to be putting players into the pros. To have guys playing in the NBA is always a good thing. Now, in some ways, does that make it a little more challenging for your team? It can, certainly, because it's hard to prepare for that. You can't, you go out and try to recruit a guy now and put him on your roster, and Jaron comes back, and now you've got more disgruntled employees, and you're dealing with, challenging situations that year because of that. You wait, and then he does what's best for him, and he goes, and then, there aren't as many guys around, and you're left to fill some holes. Do I think we're more able to handle it? I do. I think our program's in a better place. We have, more quality players with experience that we could handle that situation. But to think that won't have some impact is, probably naive as well.
The process for him to determine if he, then goes full step getting an agent, is it Norfolk that decides that? Is it?
No, I think it's a bunch of different things. We're obviously collecting information as a coaching staff for him right now, and have a lot of NBA people that we trust and talk to and can get quality information. His name has been put into the NBA advisory committee, and we'll get information back from the league that can help us a little bit, have a little bit better understanding of what, where he might be, and some things that will move forward. Certainly, Jaron wants to test himself, and that's what competitive guys want to do, is they want to play against the best. They feel like they belong, and so he certainly wants to have the opportunity to try out for people that want to see him. And if he gets invited to a combine, go to a combine with, some of the other, really good players in this country, and compete and see how he stacks up. So I think this is just kind of standard operating procedure. It's normal. It's what's next for Jaron. And certainly we're doing everything in our power to support him and give him the best information we can.
Where's he in terms of graduating?
I think he graduates this summer. So he's on track to take care of everything he needs to take care of, and it's really important. And I've had that conversation with him that it becomes difficult this time of year for a guy in his situation to stay as completely focused on your schoolwork as you need to. But he's in a full class load. He needs to make sure that he handles his business appropriately in that area.